A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a move that has sparked both concern and speculation among businesses and economists alike, Chancellor Rachel Reeves has hinted at a potential increase in employer national insurance contributions, NICs, in her upcoming budget statement scheduled for October 30th. This revelation comes amidst a backdrop of financial challenges facing the UK, including a reported £22 billion black hole in public finances left by the previous government. As the Labour Party seeks to navigate these fiscal waters, questions arise regarding the implications of such a tax increase, particularly in light of the party's manifesto promises. National insurance, a crucial component of the UK tax system, serves as a funding mechanism for state pensions and various benefits, and is the second largest source of tax revenue after income tax. Currently, employers contribute 13.8% on employee earnings exceeding £175 per week, a rate that could see changes if Reeves follows through with her hints. The proposed increase would likely involve extending NICs to cover employer contributions to workers' pension pots, a move that has raised eyebrows among business leaders. Critics argue that this could effectively breach Labour's manifesto commitment, which explicitly states that the party will not raise taxes on working people, including national insurance. The distinction made by some Labour ministers between employee and employer NICs has not alleviated concerns, as many economists believe that the burden of employer NICs ultimately falls on workers through lower wages, reduced hiring, and fewer working hours. Paul Johnson, director of the Institute for Fiscal Studies, has labeled any increase in employer NICs as a straightforward breach of the manifesto commitment, emphasizing that the language used during the election campaign did not differentiate between the two types of contributions. Conversely, the Resolution Foundation has suggested that the move could be interpreted as consistent with the manifesto, given that Labour politicians often referred to working people without specifying the type of NICs. The potential financial implications of increasing employer NICs are significant. Estimates suggest that imposing full NICs on employer pension contributions could raise between £12 billion and £17 billion annually for the government, providing a much-needed influx of revenue. However, experts warn that such a tax increase could have detrimental effects on the job market. Dan Neidle of Tax Policy Associates cautions that raising revenue through employer NICs could complicate the tax system and distort the jobs market, ultimately hindering economic growth. The Chancellor's upcoming budget is expected to outline tough decisions, and the prospect of increasing employer NICs has left many businesses on edge. Industry leaders have expressed concerns that higher costs associated with increased NICs could lead to reduced hiring, limited pay raises, and a potential freeze on pension contributions. Rob Morgan, chief investment analyst at Charles Stanley, highlighted that businesses factor in the total cost of employment, which includes NICs and pension contributions. If these costs rise, companies may be forced to make difficult decisions, including restricting new hires or passing on costs to consumers through higher prices. The impact of an employer NIC increase may not be uniform across all sectors. Chris Sanger, a tax policy leader for EY, noted that labor-intensive businesses, particularly in the hospitality and entertainment sectors, would likely feel the strain more acutely than capital-intensive firms that rely on machinery or intellectual property. Kate Nichols, chief executive of UK Hospitality, echoed these concerns, warning that an increase in NICs would effectively act as a tax on jobs, disproportionately affecting sectors where staffing costs are the largest expense. As the Chancellor prepares to unveil her budget, the debate over employer national insurance contributions continues to intensify. The Labour Party faces the challenging task of balancing the need for revenue with the potential consequences for businesses and workers alike. With the clock ticking down to the budget announcement, all eyes will be on Rachel Reeves to see how she navigates this complex landscape and whether her plans align with the commitments made during the election campaign. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.